Näyttelijä Jim Carrey on pitkästä aikaa esiintynyt julkisuudessa usean vuoden tauon jälkeen. Ja ihmiset on sitä mieltä, että hän ei ole aito Jim Carrey. Hän ei ole Jim eikä hän ole Carrey. Mennään katsoa sitä uutta videota ja katsotaan, että onko siinä mitään Jimin oikeita manereita.
Comment était mon français? Presque médiocre.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really
onko tässä Jimin essenssi vai onko tässä mielestäsi jotain pielessä? Mitä mieltä sinä olet?
Researched it and I practiced it like crazy, but it's then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards and I was like I'm dead. And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried, and what I said was true. And my funny face is the one I'm wearing right now. The one I'm wearing right now.
With modern times, he criticized capitalism without a conscience. And that's what we have now. We have capitalism without a conscience. He showed the common man being fed through years of brutal dehumanizing.
And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice.
He took on the American right
I felt a lot of love,
his day.
and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried.
Hatred
I'm
of
dead.
immigrants,
Funny
contempt
face
for the
is
truth,
the one I'm wearing
greed,
right
and the
now.
abuse of power. We are fighting those same evils today.
Kaukokatselijana ja kanavoijana tunnettu Elisabeth April on kaukokatsellut nyt myös tätä tilannetta Jim Carrey, onko hän kotona niin sanotusti. Ja hän on saanut informaatio siitä, että tämä alkuperäinen Jim Carrey on todellakin kuollut ja hänet on korvattu kloonilla, jota oli sitten koulutettu 6 kuukautta näihin Jimin manereihin ja muihin. Ja oli tarkoitus esitellä juuri tässä gaalassa tämä Jimmy, ja jos se menisi näyttelijöille läpi, niin se menisi sitten varmaan ihmisillekin läpi. Mutta kuten tiedettyä, niin tämä operaatio ei onnistunut, ja heillähän oli sitten backup-plääni tähän, että okei, jos nyt se klooni jääkin kiinni, niin sitten annetaan eriäviä narratiivoja sinne joukkoon, että se koitetaan pakkaa. Ei mennytkään kauan aikaa, kun sitten joku tämmöinen maskeeraaja nuori tyyppi väitti, että hän oli maskeerautunut itsensä Jim Carreyksi ja mennyt sinne. No ei mennyt kauan aikaa, kun sitten hän paljasti, että ei se ollutkaan, se oli vaan läppä, että hän on halunnut vaan nyt julkisuutta tällä hommalla. Eli sitten voitiin sanoa, että hei, Jim Carrey, tässä oli jotain outoa. No ei ollutkaan, se oli sittenkin aito Jim Carrey. Ei ollut. Tämä ei todellakaan ole näin, vaan. Mutta selkeästi ainakin Elisabeth Aprilin tiedon mukaan kyseessä on huono klooni, joka on ilmeisesti huonosti en minä tiedä. Elisabeth Aprilin mukaan kyseessä on siis huono klooni. No mennään katsomaan, mitä hän kertoo.
Like it is going viral. Like Jim Carrey is going viral for not being himself. Thank God. Right? Like I can't believe Miley Cyrus didn't do it with the eyebrows and the cheeks. I mean, yeah, we speculate, right? But like, holy. And here's how I remote view an individual. I think a lot of people assume remote viewers go to a targeted location, which is totally a thing as well. So every individual, every person has a frequency. And when you say that person's name as a frequency, you go directly to that individual. And so I go to that person's or that individual's essence or soul essence, you could call it. And that's how I do it. I do not remote view anyone without their explicit permission. You'll see that in my remote viewing videos on my membership. I go through the process of explaining how I get their permission and stuff. So I won't go through all of that today. But anyway, so when I remote view Jim Carrey, I did not go to a body. Okay, surprise, surprise. I went to the afterlife, I guess you could call it. And there he was as a soul. I asked him if he would be interested in talking to me about everything that happened, and he said that he would. And so they did take him out, basically. And what he goes into is fascinating. So I have basically my questions to him are in blue, and then his response verbatim from what I heard from him are in pink, okay? So this is what he said right off the bat. This is what he said right away. He said, "They came for me. I knew they would." He said, "I stopped playing their game a long time ago." This is interesting. And let's talk about this for a second. "I think they kept me around because I was a valuable asset," which is an interesting way to put it, "but also with specific talent that they couldn't replace." Just let that sink in. With actors, actresses, with, musicians, right? Typically, we see replacements sort of at the end of someone's career. They're not going to keep acting. They're not going to keep singing. Maybe they do. Maybe they do like a voiceover, concert or something. I don't know how they do it. Jim Carrey is explicitly stating, right, that he didn't play by their rules for a long time now, and they couldn't replace his talent. Like, they couldn't replace him. Even if he doesn't act again, they just couldn't replace him. And funny enough, like, he knew that. He knew that. And here we are. They tried to. And so then the other question too is like, what did they replace him with, right? Is it a clone? Is it a mask? Is it a good makeup? Is it an actor? Jim Carrey did sign contracts. I don't think that so I just kind of saw his life a little bit. He signed contracts with this sort of shadowy government organization a long time ago. I know it's disappointing to hear, but also if you take a look at his fame and influence, it's not super surprising. Also, if you look at him speaking out against the Illuminati, not surprising. He knew exactly who they were and what they were doing because he was at some point or another a part of it, right? So he did sign contracts when he was quite young. He did rise to fame. He was extremely talented. He was talking about how they prey on individuals who are basically young and innocent and talented, like he was. And then he didn't realize what he really got into until they started to ask him to be a part of these like rituals and like groups, right? Like, I don't know what to call them, like meetings or whatever, right? And then later in his life, right, he started to really call them out, and then he went underground for a long time. One of the things that I've seen him say, right, just like kind of reading up on some articles and stuff, he said a long time ago, he said, I'm going into retirement. If you see me in the public eye again, it's not me. He said that, right? I don't know where. Okay, I just read that in an article. I don't know where. But look that up if you're interested, right? He knew what was up, but he also knew that he was kind of safe because they didn't replace him. They couldn't replace his talent. Jim Carrey's always been like a potential whistleblower for them. I mean, if anything, he's already whistleblown, and they still kept him around because he was valuable still. I don't know. So, but why now? And I'm not sure. Is it a bunch of the Epstein files? Were they worried that he was about to speak up? Maybe they were monitoring his phones, and then, this is all speculation. I should have looked that up, but I didn't. I should have asked that question. Like, why now? Like, why take him out now? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, duh. Is it a mask? Is it an actor? I'm so sorry. Is it an actor? Is it a clone? I did verify that it was a clone and that they have been planning this for quite some time. So they were initiating or programming the clone for quite some time, at least 6 months before this award ceremony. This award ceremony was supposed to be the like coming out of the clone, right? And like and they were kind of thinking that if a whole room of celebrities could accept Jim Carrey for what he looked like or whatever, like if he could pass in this award ceremony, and of course they didn't bring him to the Grammys, or they brought him to France, and they thought no one would really talk about it in the States. If he could be accepted by, you know, this room full of people, then maybe he could be accepted by the world, right? And I can't believe that they just fudged up so badly. So that was that. So definitely a clone. It wasn't a mask. It was not an actor. It was just a really bad sort of copy is what I see. And Jim Carrey had 3 clones. So there's like 2 that are like still in like a stasis or whatever. I don't know what it is. Then there's something else I want to mention. So there's a guy online right now who does makeup. He's like a makeup artist. And what he'll do is he'll put a bunch of makeup on or prosthetic face things, and he'll say that he's like some woman or some actor, and he'll go out on the street as that actor, right, and pretend to be them and like kind of get away with it. And so this guy, this makeup artist, is saying that was me. I was Jim Carrey. I did it. I did the thing. I put on the mask, right? Oh my God. So it dawned on me as I'm like in the remote view that this guy, this makeup artist, is a like a psyop, I guess it's called. Essentially, like this guy is being paid, okay, to create these fake doubles, right? Maybe he was just makeup artist for fun at first, but he then signed contracts and got in and like kind of got famous because of this. Because he signed contracts with them, and the Illuminati knew that they could use him to play this thing, right? To basically fake it if anyone were to really question. So that was a whole psyop operation, I guess, that I discovered. I was like, wow, okay, so this guy is being paid off to say it, just to sort of put now seeds of doubt in everyone. Oh no, we couldn't get away with the Jim Carrey clone, so it must be a makeup artist, right?